Hey, what's going on there, everybody? This is Sammy Leggett here representing Team JVS, here to give you guys another movie review. I'm talking about the movie Wish. Now, I'm going to say this because some people have an issue with the animation for Wish. If you have an issue with the animation for Wish, go and check out a short called Paper, I think. Paper? Paper plane? Airplane? Paper? Air? Paper. I think it's Paper. What it is you have 2D animation and you have 3D animation. When you have 2D animation that's overlaid on top of, or like kind of the in-between bridge for 3D animation, that's what you get for Paper. And that's what you get for a whole entire movie with this. The reason why it looks distorted at times is kind of take the character Spot from Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse. Spot very much so is 2D, but he's overlaid with 3D at times. And that is what you get from this. The other thing I'm going to preface with this, because a lot of people have problems with Wish. Wish is actually what it really is at this point. Most of you guys should have seen it. This is kind of a spoil, but it's really nice. It's an hour and 35-minute movie. Go and check it out if you're not so forewarned. I enjoyed it for the most part. But Wish is the beginning, the very beginning of how this magical Disney universe was started. The 100 years, the 100 years of Disney starts with this. Every single thing that points to it, which is why you see all these different references and engagements. The end of this movie will make sure you understand exactly what I mean by that, which is why I'm not as overcritical on it, because I knew exactly what this was. I knew the moment they had Chris Pine's character, the King, kind of going in there and doing what he was doing, I was like, there's not really a villain here. This is the inception of something. This is the creation of something that hasn't manifested technically yet. And the embodiment of this movie is really the manifestation of magic and belief and hope and dreams, which is what all these Disney movies are, is empowering you to be able to dare to dream and hope and believe. And that is what this is. Now, Ariana De Armas is an amazing actress. We all know this. She can sing. We all know this. And so as far as Asha, she does a great job with it. She is not, like, her singing numbers are great. Some of the songs in this are really well done. The cute character, Star, is a cute character. Like, I love Star. Like the small little compadres of Asha, like she hangs out with, like they all are acted by good actors, but they're written to be very bubbly, and I'm not gonna say forgettable, but there's no significance of what's really happening. The biggest thing is that I didn't know who could possibly die, or what it means to kind of rob a person of their dreams, like what it does when they're kind of manipulated. Those kind of stakes make good from a cinematic standpoint with this one, but I really wasn't looking for much. And I don't think, to people's issue with this film, I don't look at this film as like, oh wow, like I've seen better, like this was terrible. Like, no, I'm not saying that, but I have absolutely seen Disney go for it. Like, I mean, imagine thinking about what was the movie? Sing? Not Sing. God, I'm spacing on that movie that was during Disney Plus with the piano player. Soul, right? Soul as a film was so richly deep. And this movie is not richly deep, but it is very essential to what all of these magical, fantastical movies have brought us. Like, it's a celebration. The movie itself is a celebration of what Disney has accomplished and what it's done. And they're using some of the best artists to be able to do it. I mean, you got Harvey Golan, you got Rami Youssef, you got Alan Tudyk, you got Chris Pine, you got Evan Peters. I mean, you got a really good cast. Now, I'll say this about Chris Pine's character, the King. Like, it is really jarring at times when he goes and switches to be kind of the antagonist. It's just not believable at times, and it just doesn't quite fit, but it does because it's supposed to. And I think that from that standpoint, it could feel shoehorned, but it was never a moment I was like, oh, well, he's code switching. Like, no, I think there was a moment I was like, he went over the line, but I was like, the movie itself is playing through the same exact thread. So I think that if you want to have a movie that's just celebrating of what Disney is, you're gonna get that in this, and I think you're gonna have a fun time watching it with your kids as well. There are some dark theme moments to wars, which most Disney movies have. I don't think there's any deaths in this movie either, but from a critical standpoint, there isn't a lot of weight or meat, unlike some of the things I've seen Disney do, or even DreamWorks have done recently. So I really do get it. I'm not gonna knock it. But I do think it's a good celebration of what Disney has. So for me, I rest at a 7.5 out of 10. I actually really enjoyed it. I could knock on these different small little grievances that I have as far as the story, as far as the pacing, the validity of why we're going this route with this, but I understand the assignment. Hopefully you guys do too. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell button. Let me know what you guys think of Wish. I appreciate you guys. Happy New Year's. Peace, people.